Hi guys, and welcome back. This is your girl Byrd, and I am here with a pattern review, a full pattern review, guys. In addition to telling you all about the pattern, I am also wearing the finished make, and I will tell you the good and the bad if you're planning to make this pattern. I'll let you know whether or not I recommend it as well. It is McCalls pattern 8322. So 8322, and 8322 is a fitted dress. Well, I should say it's a nice flowy. It's a beautiful summer flowy dress. It has tucks and ruffles. Let me get in close so you can see. These are all what you call tucks, and this is a ruffle here, and they're tucks on the upper skirt as well. Now you can make it in two different lengths. If you make the shorter length, it's here. If you make the longer length, you have this additional skirt piece that goes all the way down to the floor. Now, of course, as a sewist, creator, maker, you can do anything that you want. The top of the dress, it's fitted at the waist, and then it is also fitted at the top with kind of a halter style. And the halter style either has this open kind of deep V in the front, and then you have the other option where you can do more of a true kind of halter look in the front, or I would say a different type of halter look. Looking at the line drawings on, sorry about my messes, I was eating while I was sewing, which is not unusual. So looking at the back of it and looking at the drawings on your pattern, I always recommend looking at the line drawings on the back of the pattern to get a good feel for how the dress looks and the different features of it. A lot of times we will go see the pattern cover. We may or may not like the model. We may or may not like the fabric that it's in, and it can totally detract us from making a particular garment, which is why I say look at the back. So you can see you have this halter front here, and you have that opening in the back, and it ties at the neck. And then you can see here you have straps and the deep V in the front, and then you also have the halter back here. The way it comes together in the back, there is an invisible zipper in the back of the garment. This is view A and B. A has this top, and then B has this one, and then you have that invisible zipper on either of the two options that you choose. And as I've mentioned, you have the option to go with the shorter or the longer version of the particular make. Now, the pattern calls for cotton blends, lawn fabrics, gingham, or challis fabrics. And it also calls for one 12-inch invisible zipper in the back, a little bit of lightweight fusible interfacing, because that's going to go here. So if you are following, and please, I hope that you are following me also on Instagram, because on Instagram throughout the entire month of July, it was pattern hackathon time. And I worked with Chris. I will drop Chris's information down below. She is an amazing maker and creator, and you definitely want to make sure that you're following her. She is the queen of hacking. I was super excited when Chris reached out and asked if I would be one of the ambassadors for this year. Now, y'all know I've been very frank that sewing for me is something that I got into during COVID, and I've been doing it now for just a couple years. But guys, I jumped into the deep end, and I do it all, whether it's leather items, fur items, buttons. None of that scares me now. It did then, but it doesn't now. So my challenge, working with my partner, Shantae, and her handle is Sewing for My Sanity. I love that handle. I will tag Shantae as well, because you definitely want to make sure that you check out how she hacked the pattern. So we both started with the same pattern. Our category was to work with dresses. We started with the same pattern, and we had complete creative authority to change the pattern any way that we wanted. So when I first looked at this pattern, guys, I said to myself, with those tucks and ruffles, I thought that would be gorgeous for a jumpsuit and having the tucks and ruffles in the legs. But I thought more about that, and as much as I love a jumpsuit, getting out of a jumpsuit, in and out of a jumpsuit when it's time to go potty, and having to fiddle for that zipper when you're in the bathroom by yourselves is not fun. And I want things that are completely functional. So as much as I wanted to do a jumpsuit, I quickly moved away from that idea. And then I thought about, well, do you want to modify the bodice? Is that where you want to make your modifications? And I was like, yes, I definitely do. With this one, with the deep halter, yes, you can wear a bra, but it has to be a specialized bra, and they're not always that comfortable. Again, I'm your curvy sewist, and I'm just going to keep it very real with you guys. And I wanted something that I could be very comfortable with a bra. I also wanted something functional, versatile. And what I decided to do was to make a top and a bottom. And I'm going to show you how it looks, the top and the bottom, and walk you completely through all of the different changes that I made to this garment. So let me just tell you how much I love the way that this has turned out. And I love the flow. I'm going to drop the link to the fabric that I use, which is an Eco Vera, completely sustainable, environmentally friendly fabric, which is another plus, one of the things that I really love. But it is the drape and it is the flow for me, guys, that when I walk with this dress on, this two-piece cord set, I feel like royalty. So let me get into the details. So for the top, what I decided to do was I used the view that you saw on the pattern piece, but I changed it so it would give me enough coverage for a bra. Now I'm just wearing a sports bra today, but in the back, I also changed it so it would be completely bra friendly as well. And hopefully you guys can see that. I'll also put up some still pictures so you can see it as well. To make it look like one dress, I decided at the bottom of it to add ruffles to the bottom of the actual bodice. And then I can wear this top by itself. I can wear it with jeans, I can wear it with the dress, I can dress it up, I can dress it down. And that's one of the things that I really love. And then for the skirt, what I did was I created a flat front waistband, but the pattern actually calls for a flat front waistband all the way around. But in the back, hopefully you can see that, I added elastic. I did keep the invisible zipper. You can't see the invisible zipper because you're not supposed to, so that meant I did a good job. I was really happy with the way the invisible zipper came together. So the elastic in the back of the skirt makes it very, very comfortable. Frankly, I could have totally skipped the zipper. I could have just gone with the elastic. And if I do it again, and I will definitely do this skirt again, because just look at it, guys, just get into that. I will definitely do it again. I can totally skip the zipper in the back. And so the elastic is enough that I can easily get it on and off of my hips with ease. And then of course I had to hack it and put a pocket. And the pocket piece, when you're doing this, you will have to take care because of the tucks in the skirt and determining where you want to add your pocket. So what I did when it came to adding the pocket is I did just a basting stitch here and then all the way down to the side, because I knew that once I was happy with the fit, I was going to open up those basting stitches and then be able to add my pocket, which is exactly what I did. Was I added the pocket there and I tucked it in so that it won't flip in and out. I tucked it to the front, which is something that I like to do. And so I really love the way that they came out. The flow for me, having a cool cord set because I can wear the skirt with anything else as well. I just love this. Let me give you some of the fine detail as far as the challenges of making the pattern. Overall, I think it is an easy pattern. Now again, I hacked the top and I did not go with the halter because I wanted something that would be completely bra friendly and comfortable. So when you are making this, some of the things to consider, and I'm going to get a little bit closer, is you see these tucks. So these tucks take a little bit of time because you have, let's see, 1, 2 on the upper skirt, and then 2, 3 tucks on the lower skirt. Putting in the tucks will take a little bit of time. It's basically sewing the fabric together and pressing it down is the way that the tucks come together. So it's not terribly hard work. It's just time-consuming work. put on a book that you like or music that you love and just zone out and enjoy the process. I did not follow necessarily the pattern lines for this. I actually did some measuring on my own and then drew the line, and I used an invisible marking pen that disappears after about 24 or 48 hours. So I was able to actually mark where the tuck should be sewn, where that seam is, with an invisible marking pen, which then disappears. But use whatever speaks to you. Doing the ruffles for the gathering here where the lower and upper skirt meet is put together with ruffles. Take your time putting in the ruffles. I use 2 basting stitches. You make sure that you keep your tail ends long. You guys know how to do that, and you just go ahead and pull those stitches and adjust your gathers as you like, and just take your time with it. Now remember, you could choose to just stop the skirt with the top tier. You can see that this top tier, if you see where I am pointing, this top tier is at my knee. I could easily have stopped this skirt at the top tier, gave it a little bit of a hem, and it would have been a beautiful short skirt. And that may be what I do next time, but I went for the whole drama, guys. So I went for the whole flow and kept it long this time, but you can definitely keep it shorter. And my partner, Shantae, who hacked the same dress, she kept hers short. She used this gorgeous lemon fabric, and she did an amazing job with it. So you could easily make it short. I kept mine long, and you can see that it is very long, which I like, but I still had to take a little bit off of the hem. I'm 5 feet 3 inches, and I still had to take a little bit off the hem. Otherwise it would have been dragging on the floor. So this is a really good pattern for a tall maker. You won't have to do a lot to adjust the length of the skirt at all, which is beautiful. And on the inside, I made sure that it was finished off nice and clean. I did go ahead and tuck it under and stitch. Sometimes I just serge and stitch. And then I also, on the sides, I used a matching thread that matches the inside of my fabric. So when you're looking at the inside, you can't see my serged stitching. So it just kind of all flows in together. And so that is McCalls 8322. I do definitely recommend this pattern, but I do recommend some hacks along the way. But certainly you can make it anything that you want to make it. The pockets, I like the way that the pockets turned out. They're a little bit far back on me, to be honest with you, so I would probably think about that a little bit more because I have to go back here to get my hands into the pockets. And I like my hands to just flow easily into the pocket. So I would adjust that a little bit the next time around. But guys, get into this. Get into this. I am loving the way that it all came together, and like I said, I feel like royalty when I am wearing this. So my final thoughts on McCalls 8322 is thumbs up. I think it's a great pattern. I think it is an excellent pattern to hack. Take your time. It's not very hard. I think the hardest part is if you are a new sewist is putting in the invisible zipper. However, if you decide to do the flat front and the elastic in the back, and you do coordinates like I did, you can totally skip the zipper. But make it whatever you want, guys. I love this. Thank you guys so much for listening. Again, my name is Byrd. If you are new to me, I'm going to adjust this so you can actually see my face. So guys, if you are new to me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for more pattern reviews, live sewing, and more. If you have been rocking, looking for my pocket here, if you have been rocking, see what I mean? I would adjust the pocket because it shouldn't be this hard to find it, and that part is annoying for me. If you've been rocking with me for a while, I truly appreciate you guys. The comments and the feedback mean so much to me. So I look forward to hearing back from you guys. Let me know what you think of the fabric. Let me know what you think of McCalls 8322. Bye-bye for now. Happy sewing, guys. 3 looks in one. Here's look number 1. Casual look number 2. And semi-casual 3.